Welcome to our Minecraft Marketplace add-on review. Today, we are checking out the Combine Ores add-on. This is created by Red Eagle Studios. This add-on will cost you 660 Minecraft coins, which is £3.29. It's roughly $4. The community is currently giving this a 4.2 star rating out of 5, with 178 ratings so far, 62% giving it a 5-star. Welcome everyone, my name is Echo, and this add-on has a lot of content. There are 15 of everything. 15 brand new ingots introduced to the game, 15 brand new sets of armors, tools, blasters, staffs, and so much more. So on the surface, it definitely seems to be value for money. But let's break it down. As with every marketplace add-on, there is a guidebook to help you understand what this add-on is all about. Now, believe me, it's quite overwhelming to start off with, but honestly, I broke it down into categories to help you understand how this works. There's ore combinations, weapons and utilities, brand new kind of staffs, blasters, hammers, and so much more. Instead of just reading giant walls of texts, I decided to split it into categories, and I will place a couple of timestamps on the video in case you're fascinated in a specific topic. Let's get started with the ore combinations. This is Abyssalite. In order to obtain this item, which does look pretty cool, you are going to need 1 diamond and 1 netherite ingot. Now, something pretty cool with this is the recipes are shapeless, and I really like this, so you can put these anywhere. A lot of the marketplace stuff is locked to one specific recipe, and that's what you have to do. As long as these two are inside the crafting table on their own, you are able to make this. The next one we have is Aurorite, and to make this, you are going to need 1 gold ingot and an emerald. Once again, all of these recipes are completely shapeless. Then we have coppered diamond ingots. And this is kind of like a common recipe the further we go down. This one would be diamond and copper inside of your crafting table like this or like this. Then we have the coppered emerald, which is emerald and copper. You're seeing a familiar pattern here. They seem to be relatively the same. And then copper and gold, copper and iron, copper, and of course, netherite. Then we move on to emeraldium. This is iron and an emerald crafting table, iron in the middle and then emerald there, or vice versa. And that's going to be the outcome. We have gem steel. I like the color of this one too. Diamond and iron is needed in order to obtain this one. Gold steel is crafted with a gold ingot and an iron ingot. Nether forged is an iron ingot and netherite. Luxorite is gold and a diamond. Nether gem is emerald and netherite. I like the darker one there. Prismatic ingots. Strangely enough, considering the name, I actually thought this one was going to be crafted with prismarine. No, not quite. And then the last one we have that is available is pyronite ingots. This is what it creates, and this is how you make it. Then we move on to the armors. Now, the armors actually come with special abilities, because the Abyssalite armor, the ability which has to be a full set, and it seems to be a full set with every single one of these, this one gives slowness effect to mobs around you. Meanwhile, let's go to this one, because this one's very, very animated. The third one we have here would be the coppered diamond armor. And the ability is, full set gives unlimited resistance effect. And if you sneak, it knockbacks mobs around you. And then we also have things that are immune to poison, etc. So let's go ahead and check some of these out. So we'll be using husks as our demonstration today. And if I go ahead and first off take this off, you'll see here the husk is still slow. Basically, this hits mobs with the slow effect. But you have to have the full set of armor on. And I like this because this is still relatively vanilla Minecraft. You're just enhancing the ingots, but also the armor and the tools as well. And yes, all of these armors can actually be enchanted and crafted the exact same way as like diamonds, netherite, iron, etc. So just enchant this like regular armor in Minecraft. As you can see here, this one's produce fire protection, aqua affinity, and unbreaking. And it just works the exact same way as your regular armors and still looks really, really cool when you have this on. Like this. This is one of my favorite armors because if you have the full set available and you take damage from a mob, there's actually a chance that you are able to drop XP. Now, I wonder if this would be amplified if you had the likes of Thorns on, but the XP levels are actually pretty decent. Like, you can see how much we're getting here. Obviously, you're sacrificing your health in order to gain yourself a little bit of XP, which I thought was a pretty cool effect. The Copper Diamond set, this one, when sneaking, will actually knock back mobs. Now, does it have a cooldown, though? Yes, it does seem to have a cooldown with this one, so you're going to have to be very, very careful. But this knocks them back incredibly far. So if you are surrounded by so many, and this one also gives you resistance as well. Let's just wait for this one to cool down. 3, 2, 1. Boom. You can just get rid of them. Coppered emeralds will make you immune to poison. If you have a bunch of witches around you, they'll actually start poisoning each other rather than poisoning you. But be very careful because you will still take damage from this one. But I love the effects that this one is producing. This armor, being the coppered gold, just gives you high level of resistance. Meanwhile, this one, which is the coppered iron, will make you immune to fire and will actually heal you if you are struck by lightning. So if I do /summon and we do a lightning bolt, incredibly loud, but instantly heals you. However, your armor will take damage. So you sacrifice a little bit of durability in order to heal. I don't know how often you could get struck by lightning, though. Maybe if you had, like, the lightning rod farms. And, of course, you are immune to fire. You might get injured once, but that's about it. No, that's not true. Okay, so you do kind of take a little bit of damage. It's not like full immunity. Coppered netherite gives players the ability to insta-mine ores. So I don't know if you need a pick. No, you don't need a pick in order to do this. Wow, I'm actually not doing anything at all. And it's just going ahead and mining them for me. I wonder, though, if this is better to have than the likes of a fortune pick. I've never actually seen this, though. But what I have just discovered is it doesn't necessarily work for the nether related ones, or in fact, the deep slate ones, which I think is quite disappointing considering how common deep slate ores are. Emeraldium grants regeneration. Meanwhile, this one, I think it's the gem one, the gem steel will actually produce a black hole around you, which I believe actually can suck mobs into. Now, I don't know. Okay, we don't got to hit them. If I grab these, do I have to take damage to this first? Hold on. Oh, I got... Oh! Oh, I've just ruined all of my armors. I did not have that planned. Oh, my days. Yo, that one's actually really cool. You can't use this ability again, like, ever? Here we go. Here we go. Oh, dude, everything around you gets sucked into this. RIP the rest of my armor sets, though. This is gold steel. And according to the book, this shoots apparently sonic booms all around you. So it's kind of one way to do a whole bunch of damage to mobs. Especially if you are getting attacked. Will this eventually kill them, though? I'm still taking damage, but the durability of this one and the amount of damage you take as a player is actually pretty okay. I'm only losing half a heart at a time. It's not necessarily destroying or killing them. However, that being said, this is practically the same as the knockback one, just with a warden effect. This one is Nether Forge, and this one makes you immune to fire, but also will burn all of the mobs that are around you. Looks alright when taking damage from mobs will grant the player some form of positive effects. I was given haste. I got jump boost now, actually. Oh, wow, okay. Bro, if you constantly keep getting hit, you get so many effects. You managed to get regen. We even got, I think that was like Heart of the Sea there. As for the remaining 3, I cannot find where my armors are, but Nether Gem, this one gives knockback when getting hit. The other one, which is Prismatic, this one, full set effect, gives unlimited strength, but also gives random negative effects to mobs around you. And the last one we have is the Pyronite, and this one is immune to fire, burns mobs around when hurt. Each of the ingots can also be crafted into a pickaxe, sword, shovel, axe, or hoe. And the recipes for these ones are the exact same as the vanilla. I believe there are some kinds of special abilities with these. I'm not sure how to fully activate these, but they just work like your regular tools. Although one thing I have noticed is that a lot of the pickaxes, yeah, they can mine ores completely fine, but your regular blocks, like stone brick or stone or cobble, takes you a very long time. I think that might well be a bug. And as for the swords, I think these might have some form of special ability. Yeah, I don't know what that one's done, though. Is that what made it stuck? I think it is. And it gives it like a slowness effect here. I think that's what it's done. This one's probably going to die. Yes. So each sword should have its own special ability. The shovels are fine. Axes. So there is like special axe abilities as well here. But using them as regular tools is just a little bit strange. The Aurorite, just like the armor, when tapped, will produce a tiny amount of XP. It looks like a lot of these are the exact same as their armor, because if we do this one, as mentioned, it will actually give you a small amount of resistance. Pickaxes work fine, but if we go inside of here and we read the details behind the sword, you'll see here the coppered diamond. Right-click to gain resistance effect and knock by nearby enemies. So right-clicking this will do a knockback? Yes, it does. Again, very similar to the armor. Just like the armor, coppered emerald deals poison to an enemy when hit. But there is one I like here. Coppered netherite. Right-click to drop random ores. So apparently, bro, that's incredibly overpowered. I've managed to summon myself some really good ores here. Not only ores, though, you'll end up with a piece of lapis. So we got ourselves a diamond, gold, lapis, and I think that might have been iron. To be fair, diamond does seem to be a relatively common one. Just like the black hole with the gemsteel armor, this one will actually bring the mobs to you. So if you had a bunch of mobs around you and you wanted to instantly attack them, you could then just go ahead and do that. So each category of the ingots actually feature blasters as well. Once again, very similar effects to what the armors and the tools will grant. But I thought this was a nice addition to have yourself blasters, like officially guns in a way in Minecraft. This one also gives you resistance as well. So I'm just trying to see. Let's do / summon an iron golem, for example. Let's see how good they are against him. Here you go. He's more interested in attacking the items around him. Well, to be fair, they bring him down relatively quickly, especially this one, which is the gold blaster, and the iron one. Wow, that can actually summon lightning. Netherite blaster. How good? Oh my days. Dude, this is incredibly overpowered. If you have the netherite, the coppered netherite one, you can farm ores. This should definitely be banned from survival. Wow. Emeraldium. This one, like the black hole again. Gemsteel. Ah, this will bring the mobs to you. This one is the gold steel blaster. That's like the sonic boom. The forge blaster shoots fire. Luxorite. And then we've also got the nether gem blaster. The prismatic one. And then the Pyronite one. Dude, I don't think any of them are going to beat this one, though. Like, that's insane. I hope I'm saying this right. Is it Chakram? Anyway, these things, once again, very similar to the blasters. Apart from shooting them, you throw them. Very similar to a boomerang. It's probably the best way I can explain this one. So each one comes with special abilities. And you're able to charge throw these. So I kind of don't want to destroy what's going on over there. Let's summon another iron golem here. So we can do this one. Again, he's more interested in the particles rather... Oh, he's chasing the actual item. So all the effects seem to be the same. Oh, dude, that one, once again, when hitting him, produced ores. I forgot to mention, if you do want to craft these, just search for the specific item. They are incredibly survival friendly. All the blaster recipes and all of these, they relatively have the same kind of recipe. You can see here, if you type in the Chakram, you can see this is how they work. And we also have the staffs. Now, judging from what we have going on over there, I guess that these relatively do the same thing. The only thing with this, though, is why have 3 separate items that technically all do the exact same thing? I would rather use the blaster over these because the blaster has a much better fire rate. The only thing I could say, but I mean, oh, well, that caused a proper explosion that time. But I wonder, what is the gem steel one like then? Because this one, dude, this thing is by far the best one we've got. I've been brutally killing so many animals with this one. How about gold steel too? Fully charged. Oh, wow. Yeah, I broke all of that. Be very careful with this, because I've went ahead and fully destroyed my creative well. But it looks like most of these staffs can actually create TNT explosions. There are also hammers for every single ingot category. But I wonder, can you, like, mine with these? No, it's a right-click ability. Hold on. I know some of these are going to cause... Okay, the hammer just summons XP. This one gives you resistance. Emeralds, not quite sure. Coppered golds, not sure. Some of them don't do too much. So I'm guessing the ones that didn't do too much, you have to hit mobs with those ones. Once again, we got to try the gem steel, this one, and this one. But you'd think they'd be used to, like, break blocks as well. But I don't think that's a thing. Yeah, this one's like the sonic boom. And then we've got this one. This one needs to hit mobs. So we'll try it on you. Just instantly sets them on fire. Guessing you could possibly get yourself instantly cooked food. From my experience, I quite enjoyed this. I think it just enhances vanilla survival. I really liked the different armors and the different tools, apart from the whole breaking of blocks issues. I also really liked the blasters, but I think anything past the blasters wasn't necessarily required. I do class them as extra additions, which again, you might get bored of a blaster and you might want to go for the boomerang effect. You might want to just be some kind of wizard or in fact have a hammer. So I guess it's good to have alternative options rather than just one. And like I said, for $4, this definitely has a lot more content than some of the other add-ons I've checked out. And it's not too complicated to understand. I think the creators did a really, really good job. And this definitely gets a thumbs up from me. Have a wonderful day.